MCSA Food Pantry, and I'm excited. I've actually never been inside the food pantry. So, first of all, introduce yourself and tell us what your role is here at MCSA to get started.
So my name's Lorena Medina. I am the food programs coordinator / manager for MCSA. I'm in charge of the food pantry. I work with other partnerships in the community just to get food out there to the community. So
yeah. So talking about food insecurities and stuff like that, you probably have a really good handle on what that looks like for Muscatine County. So tell us a little bit what that does look like in our community. Are we needing more help? Are we doing good right now? What's it look like?
I think we're doing good. I mean, we can always do better.
Sure.
For myself, on Tuesdays and Thursdays throughout the pantry hours, I do about 70 bags. So one time I did do about 80 that I gave out, which is great. But I do think we can do better.
Sure.
So
Talk to me a little bit about what types of foods that the people who come in and get food on, you said Tuesdays and Thursdays, what kind of items are they receiving when they come through?
I do a little bit of everything. Sometimes they'll get mac and cheese, they'll get rice, cereal, oatmeal. I always do can of fruit, vegetables. I have lots of bread, so we do 2 pieces of bread. They'll get cookies, cakes, all donated from Hy-Vee. I mean, not just Hy-Vee, I get it from other places too.
Sure.
So just a little bit of everything. If I can get it, I'm going to give it out. So
sure.
Yeah, milk, we have that once in a while. Eggs too. So
yeah. So when you're talking about, when we talk about food pantries, we always think about the non-perishable items that we can get and that you guys could store for long periods of time. But it's also important for them to sometimes have like the items like meat and milk and cheese and those kind of items. How do you guys? This is something I was kind of wondering about myself. How do you guys provide those types of items to people in the community, or do you?
So I do try to give out one meat item, whether it's chicken, beef, have salmon, shrimp sometimes. That comes a lot from, again, a lot of our people that donate, whether it's a donation, an anonymous, a church, Hy-Vee, Aldi's, Quick Star, Starbucks. I get a little bit from everywhere, and milk. So I do run low on produce stuff, which I wish we could get more of.
Sure.
I mean, who doesn't love bananas and apples and fresh tomatoes? And so I'm trying to work on that, on how I can get more of that fresh produce to be able to give that out.
Yeah, for sure. So you said you serve about 70 people on average come through on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Generally, are they the same folks? Are there differing faces that you see come through the food pantry? Is it a kind of a mixture of both?
It's a mixture. At first, when I first started, I did see the same people. I don't know if it was the weather, just because it's cold out and they live nearby, but now I've been seeing a lot of new faces, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are the things that that you need the most help with? Is it more food? Is it volunteers? Is it a little bit of both? What can people do to help the pantry here at MCSA the most?
Both, food and volunteers.
Okay.
I would love to have more volunteers. I do try to make it fun for them here, so we listen to music, sometimes some of us are singing, which is great. Sometimes I get some dancing, but yeah, volunteers, yeah, and food. I partner with also the Diabetes Project
Sure.
in town, so a lot of low sodium stuff, a lot of wheat stuff is always needed. We pack bags for Kim once a week to be delivered.
Okay.
She's just one person that, we help United Way. We kind of partner with a lot of people in the community.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where the need is a lot of more stuff for diabetes.
Sure. So what does it look like when you're a volunteer, specifically for the food pantry here? What's that look like? When are you guys doing stuff at the food pantry? What do those hours look like? When can people volunteer to help out here?
You can come in as 8 to noon,
Yep.
8 to 1, whatever works for you. You can come in an hour, half hour, the whole time.
Yep.
When people get here normally, we're packing bags,
Okay.
whether it's for the food pantry. On Thursdays, we're packing bags for United Way, which we do about 135 of them on top of what I give out for the food
Right.
pantry. So they're doing that. They help us count the stuff that comes in for donations, bread. We weigh stuff too. So a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So, and then on food pantry days, I have somebody help sign in, give out the bag. We do a choice of meat, and then they give out like cookies or basically they can choose.
Sure.
People, when they come in here, they have options, which is nice
Yep.
for them.
Yep. That's awesome. So let's talk a little bit more about that. So when you're coming, if you're a person who maybe is needing a little assistance right now with food, what does the process look like? That can be intimidating, I'm sure, like for someone who's never been through the process before. What does the process look like when you're coming to, for the first time, to get a little assistance on Tuesday or Thursday? What's that look like for somebody?
So they come in, they walk down our ramp, take temperature, hand sanitizer, you wear your mask. Then you kind of just log in, you sign in. We ask how many in your family, the ages, we have whether 18 and under or adults or 65 and older.
Okay.
They grab their bag, and then we give options for meat if I have them. If I have chicken or beef, then I let them choose. And then they work their way over to like the cookies and pies and donuts, and and then we give them a loaf of bread too.
Awesome.
Which, if they need more, I'm always happy to give more.
Sure.
Sometimes I do get people that ask for stuff that they need, like oil, or I know a lady that sometimes wants juice. She's just low on weight, so she asks for some juice, and I run back there and we see what we have. So.
Yep. Yeah, so if you have specific needs, you can always ask, and if they're able to help, they will.
Yep.
But the process is easy. It's not, they're not here to ask you every single question about your life history. Really, it's as easy as possible to make the process so that it goes quickly and so that you get the items that you need, so that you get the help that you need.
Yeah, and we don't ID. Some people think we ID. We don't, no.
Yeah.
We just want you
It's not about that.
take food.
Yeah, just
So,
take the food that you need and for your family, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and even if you can't get here, I have a couple people that come in because they're running late or they couldn't come for their parents, or you can always stop by upstairs. Like, I won't say no to food, to give food out, so I'll run down here, or the girls upstairs, or we'll run down and get a bag and fill it up, or if it's on a Friday and you're in need, just stop down because I will pack food for you for the whole week. So
I think that's one of the things that I love the most. There are specific times, and obviously it's best if you can make it during those times. It's most convenient if you have the volunteers here during those times. But the people who work within this building and who work throughout the community to help, you're not going to get turned away.
No.
Like, people want to help, and regardless of what help you need right now, you're not going to be turned away.
No.
And everybody's going through
yeah,
tough times, and everybody just wants to help.
yeah,
And so come, let people know what your needs are, and maybe you're watching today and you're like, well, I don't really need food, but I need something else. come and let people know, and the resources are out there. And MCSA is a great place to start,
Yeah.
you know, and if they don't offer the service, I'm sure they know the resource or the place that they can, you know, point you in the right direction. But food insecurity is something that definitely in Muscatine has always been a really a priority for us to defeat, and through all of the channels throughout the community. But I love being able to come and visit here today and see kind of the process of how that works. And if you're willing to volunteer, or if you need the service yourself, or maybe it's a little bit of both, who knows, you know?
Or if you just want to stop by and check it out, everyone's happy, can do that. So.
So what's the best way, if they have questions or if they have a donation or something, what's the best way for them to get in contact with somebody or to make those donations if they want to do that?
They can just either call MCSA and they can stop in. I mean, like, even if it's 7 o'clock at night, we have somebody up front that will take the donation for me.
Okay.
But there's always somebody available.
Yep.
You don't even have to call ahead. Just bring it.
Just bring
it.
They'll take
we know what to do with it.
anytime.
Yeah.
And so when we were talking earlier about like the produce and stuff like that are really those needs, those things. If somebody were to bring those, the best days to bring those would be maybe even like the day before you hand out a donation, right? I mean, do you have storage for?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I have fridge space.
Okay.
So they're welcome to bring it anytime.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah, I have the fridge space for it. If not, I will find space. I will find it.
Yep.
So.
Okay. Perfect.
Yep.
So, really, I guess today the reason I wanted to visit was to not only show you guys where the pantry is here at MCSA, but to show you how easy the process is if you are needing food. Even if it's for a short time.
Yep.
This doesn't have to be something that you go to every week. Maybe it's just this week.
Yep.
You know, maybe it's just next week. Maybe it's just for the month or two. But it's here, and it's a service that people want to provide. And if you have a little extra time and you can come help volunteer, awesome. If you have some things that you can donate, great. But this is a super cool service that is provided in the community, and I want people to know about it.
Yes.
And they dance here.
Yes. Sing, dance, everything.
So come and visit, bring your donations, come and take a donation if you need it.
Yep.
It's an easy process, it sounds like.
Yep.
They're not here to ask any more questions than they need to make sure that they're helping you with what you need. So.
And they could be anonymous too if they donate and don't want to give a name.
Yep.
They don't have to. So even if, I speak Spanish, which has helped a lot because I do have a lot of people that have questions, and it's that, they're not able to speak as well English that I am able to answer now. So,
That's
which is
awesome.
great. Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you guys for joining. Thanks for inviting us down.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Yep. We will see you again soon. Thank you.
Here at Total Muscatine, we believe it's important to be strong supporters of our local community.
And that's why we donate thousands upon thousands of dollars to local Muscatine charities each year.
It's the reason why all of our employees are local to the area and have a vested interest in our community.
Even Daisy and Dilly keep it local by visiting the local dog park.
So remember, when you shop Total Muscatine, you're not only sure to get great service, but you're here also supporting local.